Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt battle time again. And for this battle, I've got 2 bags of Paydirt from Indiana that are going to duel it out to see which one comes out ahead. And the 2 bags that we're going to be battling are the Scout bag from prospectinggear.com and a half-gram bag from Indiana Creek Prospecting and Paydirt. So I'm pretty interested to see which one of these comes out ahead. They are within $1 of each other with price after shipping. And as I said, the Indiana Creek bag is guaranteed a half-gram plus, while the Scout bag is only guaranteed around a half a gram. So I'll be curious to see which one of these comes out ahead in the end. But for right now, let's just flash up the description of both bags and go to the overhead. As you saw, both bags had really good descriptions. They both told you how much Paydirt you should get, as well as how much gold you should find, and more importantly, where the Paydirt actually came from. So let's weigh these up to see if they're the amount they state they are. Indiana Creek said it should be 1 pound, and there you go, 1 pound, 10.7 ounces, while the Indiana Paydirt Company said theirs was 1.5 pounds. And there you go, 2 pounds, 0.5 ounces. And while it is not in the description, the Indiana Paydirt Company also added in a vial vault as well as a 1-ounce copper prospector round. And I'm typically not a fan of add-ons to Paydirt because I usually think it takes away from the gold. Those extra $2 or $3 could be $2 or $3 worth of gold added, but we'll have to see at the end which one of these comes out with more gold and has a better ROI, and if this actually makes a difference. So let's open these bags up, check them out, see what's inside of them. Indiana Paydirt over here. And I will rinse these bags out before the end of the video. The Paydirt Company. Again, we'll rinse the bag out. So materials look really similar, really similar, except for this one obviously has some larger material in it, while this one seems to have been classified down a little bit more. I don't see anything in the plus 10. Now let's check them both for magnetite. A lot of magnetite in this one, as well as a nice big leaf to pan out later. And now let's check out the Indiana Paydirt Companies. Again, a lot of magnetics. And they both look very heavy in black sand, so these both should be pretty tough to pan out. Now let's just go classify these down and see what classifications they come in. Okay, all done classifying, and as you can see in the Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting and Paydirt, pretty equal amounts in all 4 classifications. While with the Prospecting Gear bag, there is nothing in the plus 10, and the majority of the material is in the lower 2 classifications. There is some in the minus 10, plus 20, but with both bags, the real thing is where the gold is, and the only way to find out is to actually go pan it out. So let's go get some water, pan both of these bags out, and see where the gold's at. So have my water, have my pan, have my Indiana Creek Prospecting Paydirt here, and we're going to pan it out first, and then switch to the Prospecting Gear Paydirt and find some gold. So let's listen to some music and start panning. Well, finished panning everything out as you saw, and that wasn't too difficult Paydirt to pan through, but we'll talk about that in a minute. For right now, let's show you the gold I found. In the plus 10, I did find some gold in the Indiana Creek prospecting, but nothing from prospecting gear. But I didn't expect to find any because there was no actual material to pan out from prospecting gear, so wasn't surprised when I didn't find any gold. In the minus 10, plus 20, I did find some gold, about 7-8 pieces from Indiana Creek prospecting, and probably about 10 pieces from prospecting gear. In the minus 20, plus 40, even more gold, a nice little pile from Indiana Creek, and an even nice pile as well from prospecting gear. Maybe not as much, but still a nice little pile. And lastly, in the minus 40, I did find gold in both bags. So pretty happy with that. Always good to find gold in the minus 40. A little bit more in the prospecting gear. So let's turn on the scale again because it went off because I took too long. And start weighing these up. We'll weigh up the Indiana Creek prospecting and Paydirt. 0.080 in the plus 10. 0.080 in the minus 10 plus 20. 0.4 grams. Minus 20 plus 40, and I don't think this minus 40 will budge the scale, but we're going to see anyway. Nope. Oh wait, it did. 0.015. Add everything up and see what we got. $0.575 from Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting and Paydirt. And now way up from prospecting gear. Nothing in the plus 10, minus 10, plus 20, 0.260. 0.335, and lastly minus 40. I'm going to say this is going to budge the scale this time. $0.055. Weigh it all up, see what we get. $0.655 grams. Now let's talk about how difficult it was to get this gold out of these Paydirts. Now these Paydirts from Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting and Paydirt and Prospecting Gear were a little bit difficult when you got down to the minus 40. Everything above the minus 40 was really easy to pan out. For the Indiana Creek prospecting, it did cloud up the water a little bit, and there wasn't too much in the way of black sands. While with the prospecting gear, it's really clean material, but there was a lot more black sands. So for both bags, for a beginner panner, I'm going to give it a medium. For an advanced panner, I'm going to give it an easy. And for an expert panner, I'm going to give it an easy as well. All right, finished calculating my ROIs, writing up my reviews, and let's get right to it. This again was the duel of the Indiana Paydirts. I had Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting and Paydirt's half-gram bag over here, and I had Prospecting Gear's Scout bag over here. The Indiana Creek Prospecting bag was guaranteed a half-gram plus, while the Prospecting Gear Scout bag said it would have approximately a half a gram of gold. Now, the cost for Indiana Creek prospecting was $40. Shipping was $9, so total cost right here, $49. Now, the gold I recovered right here, 0.575 grams of gold. Gold spot on the day that that bag was received was $56.38, making this gold worth $32.42, giving me an ROI of 66.16%, or on my scale, a 6.6. Not bad for a half-gram bag. That's about what I'd like to see. Anything over 60% for a half-gram bag, I'm pretty happy with. Now for the Prospecting Gear Scout bag, it cost $40 as well, but shipping was only $8.25, making a grand total of $48.25. Now I recovered 0.655 grams of gold. Gold spot on the day that that bag was received was $56.85, making this gold worth $37.24, giving me an ROI of 77.18%. And really happy with that, and it gives Prospecting Gear the win for ROI. For fun factor, I'm going to keep them both right at the ROI. Neither one blew me away or did anything detrimental to make me want to deduct points. So for Indiana Creek, it's going to be a 6.6, while the Prospecting Gear is going to get a 7.7 and another win. Now for Paydirt description, I'm going to give the Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting a 10. It tells you a lot of information. It was really concise, so they're getting a 10. While the Prospecting Gear is a really good description, it could use a little bit more work, and they're getting an 8. So Indiana Creek Prospecting gets the win on Paydirt description. For Paydirt quantity and packaging, both bags are getting a 10 for quantity because they both weighed more than the stated amount, and they're both getting a 9 for packaging. They both come in really good packaging, and they were both double bagged. So 9.5 for both bags and a tie. For customer service and shipping, again, both bags are getting a 10 for customer service and a 10 for shipping, giving them a total of 10 apiece, and again, another tie. So total score for Indiana Creek Prospecting is an 8.5, while Prospecting Gear, 8.6. And the win. I have to say, I really enjoyed both bags of Paydirt, but the win really has to go to prospectinggear.com and their Scout bag. And the little trinkets they added did not hurt the ROI at all, so I'm not going to complain about these being added in the bag because they were just a bonus, and I still got a 77% ROI. So really happy with that Prospecting Gear Scout bag. And I will say, there is nothing wrong with the Indiana Creek Gold Prospecting Paydirt bag. It will have a lower ROI probably because it is being sold on eBay. So either way, I think you'd be happy with either bag, but for the win, I'm going to go with Prospecting Gear's Scout bag. So that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Happy panning. And if you're not already a subscriber, why don't you hit that subscribe button below?